Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Norn9 in Sequoia's route. We're finally in his chapters. Yep. Anyway. So we're just continuing where we left off. What a lovely confrontation with Sequoia and Itsuki. Also, I'm very curious about this promise. Promise to never love anyone. What? Why? Were they, like, in love with each other as kids? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm kind of curious as to what led to this and what exactly it is, you know? But anyway. So now we're running. We're panting. Okay. And Spacey, wait. And Spacey. I'm sorry. I was wrong. I was perfectly capable of handling him myself. I did not require you to butt in and interfere. Of course not. I'm sorry. Let's rest for today. It isn't good for you to exert yourself so much. I guess I'll be going then. I feel like an idiot for being the only one so affected by what just happened. I could still feel Sequoia's voice rumbling in my ear. Since when has his voice been so deep? Since when did his arms get so strong? I have to stop this. If I do not calm myself down, it will affect my barriers. The ship had its own independent barriers that protected it, but a section of them had broken. I've been maintaining my own barrier over that. The broken section was over the roof. That was, of course, where that bandit tried his attack. It was not a particularly large gap to defend, but holding a barrier over it 24 hours a day, every day, was both mentally and physically draining. Masamune and Kakeru were continually on my case to take breaks and rest, but I could not afford to listen to their advice. What would happen if the bandit chose the exact moment I was resting to attack us again? Everyone's lives would be in jeopardy. I mean, he got on the ship with your thing intact, so I don't know.
Oh, good evening, Spacey. Spacey?
Oh, yes, Koharu.
Mr. Akito was super nice and said he'd bake a pie with the peaches we collected the other day. Will you come have some with us tomorrow?
Tomorrow? Yes, that would be nice. I will see if Sequoia wants to come too.
Okay, please come by the dining hall tomorrow at 3 in the afternoon.
The next day, I told Sequoia about Koharu's invitation. In response, he smiled happily and told me to go and enjoy myself. Why do you sound so happy about it? And this is the first time you have ever had lady friends your own age, isn't it? It is not! Go have fun and relax, okay? Ugh! Sometimes Sequoia sounds dangerously like he thinks he's my parent. Getting so sappy over me having a friend or two. One can live perfectly well without having friends. She's so me, it's not even funny. Wait, you can be fine without friends? So lonely, it hurts. Like, seriously. That sounds like, you can be perfectly fine without friends. So much in denial. So much in denial that you're lonely, goddammit. Anyway. Here, I brought the pie. Let's cut it up.
Oh, thank you, Nanami. Let me go and put on a kettle of tea for us.
Should I do something as well? Whenever I had tea at home, the servants took care of preparing it. I'm not sure what else should be done.
It smells so good.
There, that's nicely cut if I do say so myself. Well, it does not look like they need for me to do anything.
It's so sweet and tasty. Go on and try it, you two. It's really yummy.
Chomp chew. Good. Eating too much of a sweet thing will make you fat, right? Why are neither of them concerned? Nibble, nibble.
What do you think, Spacey? Isn't it sweet and juicy and yummy?
Yes. Oh, yes. It is very sweet. Perhaps a little too sweet. Eating this entire thing will definitely make me fat. I must control my portion size.
Oh, I'm so happy right now. I never sat down and had tea and sweets with friends before.
Come to think of it, someone did mention she spent most of her life living alone. This may be the first time I have enjoyed tea with other girls my age as well, actually. My time used to be primarily occupied with training and protecting places with my barriers. Can I have some more?
Sure, there's lots more to go around.
Try not to overeat. Kay, a friend's my own age.
So, how are the two of you getting along with your partners?
Fine. Fine for me as well.
Okay, it's good you're getting along fine.
What about you? It cannot be easy having Kakeru for a partner.
No, Yuika's a great partner. He's super nice, and he's always smiling and having fun, which makes me feel happy too.
Yuiga, nice? Kakeru, smiling. I cannot help but think he is just smirking at her because she does not realize she is his toy.
Huh, did I accidentally say something wrong?
What about you, Nanami? Is Heishi behaving? Otomaru is loud.
Yeah, he always seems like he's having fun.
See, this is why Kakeru and fucking Koharu is fucking wrong to me, because he does like to fuck with people and like everything, and and it's just a little creepy because she's a little too dumb. You know what I'm saying? Although she and Heishi could have but that would have just been an idiot fest, and one of them would have ended. They both would have died. Like, somebody smarter needs to be with each one of them to keep them alive. So, but like, yeah, I don't know. Masamune is gonna seem more like her dad, but I guess I can understand, like, oh my god, I need to protect you. You're too stupid. Like, you're the dumb dog I adopted from the shelter. I need to take care of you so you don't die. But like Kakeru, it weirds me out. There's some kind of, I don't think she made him better. I think he was just like sweet, like Stockholm. I'm gonna just abuse her and like whatever, and like she'd go for it, and like I know that's not what happened in the past, but it still is just like it's worrying. It troubles me. It troubles me. Anyway, he needs someone that's gonna like. I'm not saying with Nanami or Makoto. Well, no, Makoto would stab him to death. She's got her hands full with Itsuki, but like Nanami's a little more like. She's still a little down on herself and awkward, but I think she could handle Kakeru when, like, Koharu's just gonna be like, oh, okay, you want me to go, you threw a ball and it's over a cliff? I'll go get it! And would just, yeah, it's way too easy for him to fuck with her. And I don't think, I don't know, I feel weird about that relationship, but it's like how I feel weird when we have to date the lolly boys. I'm like, I'm not down with the lolly boys, like, I just can't. But Kakeru is the other opposite. He's not the lolly boy, but I just feel awkward about him dating the lolly girl, and just it's a little too sadistic for her. Anyway. It must be annoying dealing with the noise from someone who never mentally aged beyond 5. Yeah, I envy people who have quiet partners, like you, Spacey.
Mr. Sequoia seems like a very nice gentleman. I haven't talked with him much myself, though.
He's very odd, though. And the vibes he gives off can change really radically.
Really?
Yeah, and the biggest difference is between when he's with you, Spacey, and when he's not. Oh? Yeah. Sequoia is different when he is not with me. I wonder in what ways he is different. At first he felt really distant. I figured it was he was the cold and uncaring sort.
Mr. Sequoia? Cold and uncaring? That doesn't seem right.
But he changes when you're around, Spacey. Then he gets like Koharu says, kind and considerate.
Oh, that makes sense. And the only times I've ever spoken with him is when you two are together. Maybe that's why I've always considered him nice. When I first saw him, he was so pretty, I thought he was a girl.
And that is likely because he keeps his hair long. I keep telling him to cut it, but he refuses. I think it's because he's a refined person. Both of you are from great houses, right?
Great houses?
And that means they're people people of good breeding.
Huh.
You two are supposed to be childhood friends, right? Is that what makes him so different?
Really?
Yeah, I heard they've known each other since they were really little kids.
Oh, I see! And it's no wonder that you get along so well with Mr. Sequoia, Spacey.
She's so dumb. It's like, we really don't, though. I mean, we get along so well. Not really. We don't even talk. We do not. Awkward silence descended like a brick. All of a sudden, the room felt stifling. Oh, God, why did I read stifling? Stifling. Jesus. I can read. I know. I know words. No, I don't. Anyway. This is my fault. I snapped at them when they were just trying to have fun and enjoy some light conversation. Er, uh, i- if you both think Sequoia's that desirable, then perhaps we should switch partners. I would not mind in the least.
Spacey?
Hey, what? Seriously? That voice. Nanami, what did I do? Why would you want to trade me for Sequoia? You were eavesdropping. Jerk. Now I'm a jerk? I mean, yeah. Oh, we weren't eavesdropping. It's impossible not to hear you guys from here. Swapping partners, eh? But you don't want to do that, do you, Kaharu? You like me as your partner best, right? Con artist.
Eureka! Of course. I have lots and lots of fun when I'm with you.
He's like, good, because the other two won't let me mess with them because you're an idiot. Like, that's what I feel like. God. They must have heard everything. What have I done? Kakeru nonchalantly sauntered up next to me. Then, in a low whisper that no one else could hear, he said, and besides, oh, I wouldn't want to pair up with someone so self-absorbed she decided to split up with her partner without even talking to him first. Sequoia. Well, looks like your girls' only tea party is over. Come on, Kaharu, let's go.
Okay. Oh, but I have to clean up first.
No, that is all right. I have not finished eating yet anyway. I will clean up later.
Let me help.
And time to go, Kaharu. Come on, see, he's so fucking possessed.
Eureka!
I guess we should get going too. This hurts so bad, poor fucking Sequoia. He's just so innocent and sweet and loves her so much, and she's being such a bitch. Oh my god, we have to make the drama before we can have the wonderful romance, right? But it's still like, I just feel so bad for him. Oh. Oh, he's too innocent for this. You are much too kind. Really? You said that after I was like, you want to switch partners? Because I don't give a shit about him. Oh, we just ripped your heart out and stomped on it, and you're saying we're kind. Oh, you poor thing. We need to protect him from ourselves. Anyway, how can you possibly arrive at that conclusion after hearing what was said? I have never met anyone who was nicer and more considerate than you are. No, I am not kind. Not at all. Even now I am cruelly, coldly forcing you to... Sequoia, are you sure you're okay with it? Are you truly okay with never falling in love with anyone? Well, you won't allow me to fall for you, correct? In that case, I don't mind. I'm content with the way things are now. Oh! You won't let me fall for you. That's why he's distant, because he does love us anyway. And he's like, you won't let me fall for you, so I gotta pretend I'm not. Oh! Sequoia smiled. It was the same gentle smile he always smiled. Sequoia was frail and sickly as a child. To me, he had felt more like a younger brother, despite the fact that he was older than I. The family physician was always on hand for him. There was no telling when he'd have another of his attacks, nor how bad it would be. Every time I heard him cough, or his breathing start to quicken, I panicked. Every time he collapsed, I would frantically start to pray. Please, God, I asked, please don't take him away. I want to protect you. I know. Of the two of us, I was given my powers first. I was still young. My first thought was that I could now protect my frail, delicate friend. The day I was given my powers was one of the happiest in my life. It meant I could keep Sequoia safe. He was the first person I wanted to protect, more than anything else. It's like, so sweet. He's not the canon boy. We're gonna have to be like, oh, it's so sweet. Now we're gonna go with the whore and then the asshole. I'm gonna love the asshole, though. I always love the assholes, but my power was not enough. I learned the hard truth of how powerless I truly was shortly thereafter, when Sequoia was given his powers. But despite all that, I still want to... And that was the moment it hit. An overpowering wave of nausea washed over me so quickly and so forcefully that I staggered. Spacey... I tried to reach out and grab something, but the world turned sideways. Spacey, hang in there. I'll go get someone to help. No, I'm fine. I just ate too much of that overly sweet pie. What? Sweets? Are we diabetic? He got his powers, and his powers are making other people ill. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, who knows? Spacey. With a pop, my barrier disappeared. How? Why all of a sudden? I have to hurry. I must hurry and get up so that I can go fix it. I needed to put that barrier back up. The nausea was no big deal. I could handle it. I've been named the Guardian after all. I can hold barriers all day and all night. I was not sick. I cannot be sick. I could not. Over and over, I repeated that to myself like a mantra. After all, it is not like there's anything else I can do at this moment. All I'm good at is putting up my barriers. Yeah, physically and emotionally. Jealousy. Oh, this is him as a kid. So we're going to read kid voices. I promise I will never, ever fall in love with anyone. So don't worry, okay? Don't cry, Spacey. Mm-hmm. Spacey. Sequoia? What on earth happened to me? I remember being in the dining hall, having tea and pie with Koharu and Nanami. Then you collapsed. How are you feeling? Are you nauseated at all? Does anything feel numb? No, I feel fine. I tried to move my arms to prop myself upright, but my joints felt incredibly stiff. It appeared that I may have been unconscious for far longer than I thought. Did Takuya watch over me the whole time? I ought to apologize to him. You do, and that's a relief to hear. The Hyoko said it was likely a case of food poisoning. Food poisoning? But I do not recall eating anything that might do that. Wait, could it have been that peach pie? Akito, why would you poison us? I remembered the sickly sweet taste of peach on my tongue. If that had given me food poisoning, I was worried for Koharu, who ate far more than I did. Are Koharu and Nanami all right? Yes, neither of them fell ill. Maybe we're allergic to peaches. Uh, that's good. No, it is not. You were the one who collapsed. Here you are worrying about everyone else but yourself. Honestly. Sequoia heaved a sigh. Hey, I was simply expressing concern for my friends. Why is he getting so upset about it? Retort, apologize. It really is not the time or place for me to be worrying about others when I have not done a good enough job of taking care of myself first. And now I've made Sequoia worried too. I'm sorry. He's like, the fuck? What is with that look? An apology from you. And that must have been quite a bad case of food poisoning. And what is that supposed to mean? I'm sorry as well. It's only natural to worry over your friends. I got carried away and let myself say some insensitive things. No, none of that qualifies as insensitive. I'm the one who is thoughtless.
Er, uh, if you both think Sequoia.
Oh, that's me. I got confused. I see. Aha! I knew it was gonna happen at some point. I was gonna confuse Spacey with Spacey. Spacey? Fuck. Oh my god. Wow. Anyway. Er, uh, i- if you both think Sequoia is that desirable, then perhaps we should switch partners. I would not mind in the least. Yes, you would. Besides, I wouldn't want to pair up with someone so self-absorbed she decided to split up with her partner without even talking to him first. Or poor precious Sequoia feels so bad for him. He's a little angel. Why are you so nice to me? How could you be so kind to a stubborn, selfish, cruel person like me? Nice. Me? Oh no, I am not very nice at all. There are so many more things I want to do for you, but I won't. I won't let myself. What I really want to do is. Sequoia, don't you dare say anything improper. He's like, yeah. They are things only friends do, of course. I think you're trying to con me. I don't think friends do that shit. Friends with quotes around it.
Hey, we came to visit. Spacey, how are you feeling?
Koharu, Nanami, both girls looked as hale and healthy as they always did. I breathed a sigh of relief. I feel fine. I'm sorry I worried you.
Hiyoko said you might have gotten food poisoning. Do you think it was the peach pie that did it?
If it was, it's strange that neither of us got sick, too. I'm not sure what it was. It could have been something I simply had a bad reaction to.
A bad reaction? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. This is all my fault for inviting you.
There's no reason for either of you to feel bad about it. I really do feel much better now. I can feel a certain someone's gaze stabbing at me from the side. I'm sorry, but wait, we have some time. I know she's saying she feels fine, but she really just woke up a few minutes ago.
Oh my gosh, we shouldn't stay for too long then. I'm sorry we bothered you.
Mind if we let the others know you're awake? That should be fine, yes. Okay, I'll tell them. Besides, Shikori is almost dying with guilt thinking his pie caused this.
Oh, here. I brought these for you. They're just normal
Compito?
hard candies. Oh, your tummy won't mind them, right?
Yes, they should be fine. Thank you. Koharu gave me a little bag of the sugar candies. The little red ribbon tied in a cute bow on top of it reminded me of her in a way. I will enjoy these later. Sakuya, I'm fine. Honestly, you should go get some rest yourself. And, I'm sorry I made you watch over me and worry over me. You know, it's highly disturbing to see you act so meek and differential, Spacey. Spacey. Wow, I just... Well, excuse me for being a contrary person. If you're going to apologize, I'd at least like some small token of gratitude from you. A token of gratitude? Oh, he's turned into a con man. He's like, you should have sex with me because I watched her. I mean, I know that's not what he's saying, but it's like, dude, Sequoia, you're supposed to be more of a gentleman than this. Sequoia's smile was sly. I have known him since he was a child, but that smile was still enough to steal my breath away. I think I'll claim these, thank you. With a quick flick of his wrist, he snatched the bag of sugar candies out of my hand. I was just in the mood for something sweet, too. Hey! That was a gift from Koharu! Give them back this instant! Now. No moving around so much. You still need to rest. Sequoia! But Sequoia glided out of the room like he did not hear a word I had said. If you wanted sweets, go get your own. Still knocked off balance from his unexpected behavior, I spoke to myself without realizing it. Sequoia was usually gentle and reserved. I never expected him to do something so forceful and abrupt. Why on earth would he suddenly do something that childish? He didn't poison us, did he? Anyway, that was a gift gift to me from Koharu, and I will have it back. At least, that was what I wanted to do, but an attempt at standing brought the nausea back. I had no choice but to lie back down and rest. The next time I woke, the sun was long set, the moon hanging high in the sky. Later, Kakeru arrived with Sakuya for a visit. I made no secret that I was unhappy to see him. Kakeru had some harsh words for me earlier. I could have refuted him if he had been 100% wrong, but he was not, which left me feeling horribly awkward. It was I who was wrong. Completely. Entirely. Besides, I wouldn't want to pair up with someone so self-absorbed she decided to split up with her partner without even talking to him first. He is right. I was self-absorbed. I did not even take Koharu and Nanami's feelings into account either. And that was the last thing I wanted Sakuya to hear, but I said it so loudly. I knew that I was the one in the wrong, but I could not muster the courage to apologize. I could hardly believe it when I heard that you of all people had collapsed. I am human too. I'm still afflicted to mundane things like food poisoning. And that's not what I meant. What I'm trying to say is that I couldn't believe you were keeping that barrier up even though you collapsed. That's some scary willpower right there. I almost have to admit some admiration. I'm only doing my duty. Your duty, eh? You know, Masamune and I have been saying this for ages, but you really do need to rest. Your barriers are a great help, and we're really grateful for them. And that's exactly why you shouldn't push yourself past your limits. I tried my best to hide my surprise. Kakeru, the same Kakeru whose hobby was making fools of others, that Kakeru was thanking me. And it did not seem like he was lying or trying to flatter me either. You're far more exhausted than you think you are. Food poisoning from that peach pie? Yeah, right. After Nanami and Koharu ate so much of it, it's weird that only you collapsed, don't you think? When your body is seriously stressed out, it can have reactions to things that it normally wouldn't have a problem with. Like, say, peach pie. It was probably either too much sugar at once, or you have an inherent peach allergy. Ah, well, not that I know if regular medical science still applies to people like us who can control plants and barriers with their minds. That is something to consider. After I got my powers as a child, my asthma attacks became worse than they had been earlier. And they've gotten significantly better now, but it's obvious that our powers do exact some sort of physical toll upon us. Right? So your body might have become allergic to something that's in peaches. Until we know for sure, I suggest you stay away from them. Also rest. That's the quickest way for you to get back to full strength. Is to get some sleep, okay? Take down that barrier when you do, understood? Kakeru was right. Everything he said was absolutely correct. I was the one in the wrong for not listening to him. But I just cannot do it. Kakeru, as observant as he is, probably noticed immediately that I was not going to listen. He simply sighed and patted Sequoia's shoulder. You tell her to, Ara, okay? All right then. I should head out. Take care. It hurt being told not to use my powers. What if we were attacked the moment I dropped my barrier? What if something happened to someone because of it? If the worst came to pass, the consequences could be far more dire than regret. And right now there was a traitor on board. If I dropped my barrier, I am sure word of it would quickly reach that insufferable bandit. I knew Kakeru was worried about my health, but I was the only one who could use barriers. There was no one to take my place. Also, the only way to be of any help that I knew of was to use my barriers. Of course, what Kakeru said was still correct. There was no guarantee that I could continue using my powers like I had without consequence. And no matter how much I protested I was fine, I doubt anyone would believe me anymore. They keep worrying about me precisely because they refuse to believe me when I say I am fine. I realized that I was attempting to do way too much. Even though it was only a very localized area, holding a barrier up took lots of energy. And now Sakuya is going to tell me to rest, too. Now then, what to do? We must find some way for you to keep that barrier up continually. What? Hmm? What? Were you actually going to listen to what Kakeru said? No, of course not. But I thought you would attempt to stop me. Do you want me to? The answer to that was no. It would just sadden me to hear someone who is so familiar who is so familiar with what I'm capable of tell me that I need to stop. Yes, I have watched you give your utmost time and time again. You've always gone above and beyond everyone's expectations. You've protected so many people despite needing to push past all your limits. I can't read. Far be it from me to tell you what you are and are not capable of. It is impossible to accomplish something if you do not believe you can. Having a goal gives you the ability to improve and grow. I want to use my powers more effectively. I want to learn how to put up bigger, stronger barriers. I want to protect anyone from anything. The way I am now is not good enough. If I let myself fail now, I'll never be able to protect the future. The future. Not a specific future. I did not need to specify. It was understood. But I would be lying if I said I wasn't worried for your health. You really ought to rest up. If you're concerned about what the traitor may do, don't be. No matter what happens tonight, there'll be no attack. Sequoia said that with conviction. It was almost as if he knew it wouldn't happen. Did you see it? Well, that was unnecessary. You did not need to do anything like that. I am perfectly... I didn't intend to. It would be so much easier if I could just see what I wanted when I wanted. I have faith in you. I know you'll find some way to succeed, but if I can do something, anything to help you, I am happy to. Though I'm sure I won't be much help since I can't control my powers at will. But I still want to do what I can to assist. And the passion in his voice resonated inside me. I could see the fire of earnest, fervent desire burning within his amber eyes. Sequoia, when you're like that, there's no way I could tell you no. There'll be no attack tonight, right? Yes. I snuggled deep under the bed covers. Though it was muffled by the down comforters, I could hear the joy in Sequoia's voice. Thank you for trusting me. Ensconced in warm, comfortable darkness, I took a deep breath and then let it out. As I exhaled, the barrier came down. Immediately, I felt my strength returning. But in the end, I had given in to Sequoia, leaning on him and his power. I did not like having to rely on others. It was I think it's supposed to be discomforting, not discomfiting. I had no idea how to face him in the morning. Wait a second. I completely forgot to demand that he return the sugar candies he stole. I will be rather upset if he ate them all. Fast asleep. Okay. Wakes up. Everyone's dead. No! Ah, good morning. I was just on my way to see you. Give me those sugar candies back. Having sugary sweets before you've eaten a proper breakfast, that isn't healthy. Wait, why are you bringing breakfast? Sequoia carried a tray in his hands. Resting atop the tray was a little clay pot. I thought you might not be fully recovered yet, so I brought you something to eat. Let's share it in your room. That will not be necessary. I am fine. I'm surprised you can say that given how pale you are. Come, let's sit and eat. Say ah. Ah? What are you doing? You cannot possibly intend to spoon feed me. Oh yes, that's right. Blinking as if he just recalled something, he put the spoonful of porridge into his own mouth. Yes, that should be satisfactory. Why are you eating my porridge? I won't eat it all. I just wanted to check it. Check it for what? I cannot eat that now. Not after you've already eaten from it. My God, you're such a snob. It was one spoonful. It's not like, well, when you put the spoon back, I can be like, oh my God, now we're shedding spit. Clean spoon, puts it in, takes a bite. I can't eat that. You took a spoonful out of it. Yes, you can. It was just a precaution. I was fairly certain that it was perfectly safe. What on earth are you talking about? Go on now, eat up. If you don't finish it all, I won't give the candies back to you. You know, you've grown much more manipulative since you were little. And you've grown all the more stubborn. For someone as bullheaded and prideful as you spend all your time concerned for others. Oh, wait. I guess you were always like that. Oh, enough already! I pulled the spoon out of Sequoia's hand and began eating the porridge. Ugh! Who knew that a childhood friend could be such a thorn in the side? Choo-choo. There, happy? I am eating. Now give the candies back to me. Sequoia? I did bring an extra spoon, you know. I just ate from the same spoon he used. Supposed to grab the other spoon. The spoon dropped from my numb fingers. I felt my body temperature rising dramatically. I did not have to look in a mirror to know that my face was bright red. Indirect kiss. It's so funny, the whole indirect kiss thing. You're like, is it just like an anime thing? Like, is that like, I don't know. Because I just feel like, yeah, you don't know someone. You're not going to be like, oh, here, let me use your fork. But like, nobody else thinks that like, oh, you just took a sip out of something. Okay, let me take a sip. Indirect. You know what I mean? Like, I, I mean, yeah, you got to worry about like germs and shit like that and like whatever. But like, I mean, I don't think like the thing is like you're worried like, well, like, okay, if you have like fucking like mouth sores or some like gross oral herpes shit. Like I don't want to catch like anything, or if you're sick and then I drink it and then I'm gonna get sick and I don't want your germs. And like you worry about things like that, not like, oh God, if I use the same fork, we're like indirectly kissing. Like who thinks that? It's the ew. What if you have the plague? I don't want to catch it from eating off your fork. I just think the whole indirect kissing thing is just so hilarious. Like, I guess that's the more innocent way of like, oh my God, it's an indirect kiss, as opposed to like, ew, you could be full of germs. Like that seems more rude, but at the same time, germs are. I'm more worried about germs than indirectly kissing people. You know what I? It's just so funny. It's also like an anime. Like he held my hand. How dare you! Oh my God, that's inappropriate before marriage. So funny. I love it. I mean, like I know, like like PDA is like totally different. Like people in America are totally fine with it, and I know like in Japan it's not the same thing. But it's just it's funnier. Is it a thing? Like are people in Japan like really concerned about? Oh my God, indirect kissing. Is that like a thing that they're concerned about? Like you know what I mean? Like I don't see a lot of people in America concerned about it. You'd be like, ew, germs more than that. You know what I mean? Like it's just funny. It's kind of like charmingly adorable. You're like, oh, that's so cute. Like, that's what you're worried about? That's cute. It's sweet. It's innocent. Oh. Oh, look at you, Pat's little kid on the head. Like, anyway. Oh my God. Why did you wait till so long to say so? I unceremoniously yanked the clean spoon out of Sequoia's hand. And then, too embarrassed to say anything else, I stared at my bowl and ate my porridge. Chew, swallow. I'm not making chew and swallowing noises. I hope they didn't like. Oh, I hope they didn't actually have those noises. It's creepy. I'm not. Okay, anyway. You did that on purpose. You just wanted to let me use the wrong spoon so you could tease me about it. Why on earth would I ever want to do anything like that? Huh? I was just wondering if you had noticed. Noticed what? A good question. Stop dodging the question. Notice what? What are you talking about? That's a secret. A secret? Now he is really irritating me. I know he's being so like, what are you talking about? Choo choo swallow. Okay. Are you upset? That is my secret. That is my secret! It's like, and the answer to that is a clear, resounding fucking yes. Oh, wonderful. You cleaned your plate. And that was good of you. I'll go take this back then. Sequoia, I have told you a dozen times already. I am fine. You do not have to continue doing this for me any longer. You aren't forcing yourself. Of course not. I'm going to go continue my investigation into who our traitor is. All right. And do not forget the candies. I ate everything, so give them back to me like you promised. Wait! Sequoia! I brought our dishes. Should I just leave them over here? Yeah, today's my team's turn to wash the dishes. We'll get to them. I see. Thank you.
Spacey, is it okay for you to be walking around?
Yes, I am fine. Why does he refuse to give me those candies? Is there something about them? Koharu is trying to kill me! He's like, you have diabetes, you can't eat candy. Perhaps.
Is something wrong, you two?
No, it's nothing. I just did something unnecessary and Spacey is upset about it, that's all. Really now? Come, Spacey, let's go. Sequoia turned his back to me and began walking up the stairs. Why? Oh, why will you not give me those candies back? You could at least give me a reason. I feel like when she's like, wait, I was like, oh my God, is she like concerned that he's in love with Koharu? He's in love with Koharu! No, he's not. But like, I could see her being worried. Now he is not even answering me. Is he upset at me? It might not just be a matter of his mood. There may be something wrong with the candies. Will those candies cause something bad to happen? And do you remember the shrine we visited once? The one with the 3 monkey statues? Which of those 3 monkeys was most interested in clothes and fineries, do you think? Sequoia enjoyed cryptic wordplay on occasion. His inquiries may seem meaningless nonsense at first blush, but they were not. He used them as a way to convey things that he did not want to put directly into words. What are you trying to say this time, Sequoia? And there is the matter of the candies, too. We were supposed to forget them. Those monkey statues, one covered its eyes, one covered its mouth, and the last covered its ears. See no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil. Basically, he wants me to stop asking. He must be extremely put out if he is only telling me that via his nonsense wordplay. All right, I will not ask again. Sorry, and thank you. He began walking up the stairs again. Sequoia saw things I could never see every day. For now, it was all I could do to chase after him as he forged ahead. The roof. What business could he have up here? The future is comprised of many gears, all turning in unison. And the gears are all sorts of sizes. Sometimes when enough of the little gears get together, they can make a really big gear turn. The candies are a tiny gear. What does that mean? They were just a gift that Koharu gave to me. Yes, I'm sure they are nothing more than ordinary sugar candies. You can think of them that way if you wish. My power is to see those gears, or even just a tooth of a gear, but I can never really see what other gears they're connected to. After the first vision I had when I first received my powers, I've been doing my best not to look into the future. I sometimes see fragments of futures, but never because I choose to. And that vision Sequoia had. I promise I will never ever fall in love with anyone. So don't worry, okay? Don't cry, Spacey. So that was the vision he had of a future. That if he falls in love with someone, he's gonna, like, someone's gonna die or something. I mean, like, what could you... It's weird. And that is fine. You do not have to look into the future. I know. But I've been growing less and less certain that course of action is for the best. It's interesting, though, because, okay, you need, like, the water power, right? She's got her barriers to protect the people. Koharu's fire power cleanses the earth of everything. Kakeru's power brings all the plant life back. Like, all that shit. What the fuck does his future power do? You know what I mean? Like, we get the telepathy kind of power things. You can implant things in people's minds. But, like, what exactly... Because I'm trying to think when we went in Kakeru's route, and they kind of told us what all the powers were. I'm trying to, like, remember what his was supposed to do. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of, like, remember the other ones, but I don't remember how his fit in. Like, we need you to see if bad shit's gonna happen. And he's like, oh yeah, the world's going up in smoke and flames, motherfucker. And they're like, all right, well, literally, smoke and flames, start protecting me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But Ion already knows that this shit's happening. That's why she's pulling everybody in, you know? So it's like, they don't need his powers. So well, I'm sure we'll find out in one of the other routes, or at least this one, or somewhere we'll find out. But anyway. Okay, I read that already. Sukuya produced a little red bag. It was the bag of candies Koharu had given me. Opening it up, he tossed them into the sky. No, he flung them. He threw them like he was hurling away a secret he had held in his heart. The candies, colorful and transparent, glittered in the sunlight. They fell around him almost like they were stars falling in broad daylight. He just threw away a gift that a friend gave to me out of honest concern. But I cannot help but think of the sight as beautiful. Oh, what a horrible person I am. When Sakuya and I were still very young, an adult acquaintance of ours said that Sakuya was more of a little girl than I was. At the time, I was certainly quite the tomboy. It was no surprise someone would view the both of us that way. But back then, I thought of Sakuya as someone much more than just that. Sakuya was not girly. He was something different, something special. With his long hair, softer than the finest silk, fluttering in the wind, Sakuya smiled. I will never ever say this out loud, but I think Sakuya is the most beautiful person I have ever laid eyes upon. It is supposed to rain starting tonight. Hopefully that will melt them. Is that another part of the future you saw? No, the Hyokos told me so. I still have no idea what you're trying to do, but are you satisfied now that you've thrown away the first gift I ever got from a friend? Yes, I'm satisfied. And I'm sorry, but that wasn't the first gift, you know. I have given you quite a few presents. I said from a friend. You do not qualify as a friend. Oh, so what am I then? You, er, you are my childhood friend. You have always been and always will be that to me. Anyway, if you are satisfied, then I guess that is that. I'm sure you only did it because you are oh so kind and worried over me constantly. You know, I don't particularly like being called a kind person. Why not? It's meant as a compliment. If it sounded sarcastic, that is simply because I always sound that way. No, that's not the reason. I dislike being called kind because I'm not really a kind person. Like, he's the reverse Marshmallow. Like, the reverse Akito's like, angry, but he's really soft and squishy on the inside. And you're like, you're so cute and sweet. And he's like, so nice and sweet. He's like, no, I actually stab puppies. And you're like, wait, what? Stop it. I don't believe that for a second. I'm not the only one who says it, you know. Both Koharu and Nanami agree with me. And that makes it all the more strange. I don't recall being nice to anyone but you, really. Just because you're distant and you don't talk to people doesn't make you not nice. You're just antisocial is all. Anyway. Now that cannot be... He is very odd, though. The vibes he gives off can change really radically. Yeah, the biggest difference is between when he's with you, Spacey, and when he's not. At first he felt really distant. I figured he was the cold and uncaring sort.
Mr. Sakuya? Cold and uncaring? And that doesn't seem right.
But he changes when you're around, Spacey. He gets like Koharu says, kind and considerate.
Oh, that makes sense. The only times I've ever spoken with him is when you two are together. Maybe that's why I've always considered him nice.
Come to think of it, both of them qualified their statements. Something about him seeming different depending on if I was there or not. Is he acting like that on purpose, I wonder? There's something I wish to do, you see. It's the same thing I've wanted for a very, very long time. But it is rather difficult. Is anything truly difficult to you? You always seem adept at everything, from flower arranging to calligraphy to performing a tea ceremony. I'm not, really, but you are exceptionally clumsy. That made me look average by comparison. I wonder how good it would feel to smack that pretty mouth just once. I will resist, though. What would you do in my place? Even if you knew your wish would never come true, would you still continue wishing for it? What would I do? We're supposed to say I would give up on it. I would keep wishing. You know what it is? I feel like his wish is that, like, I wish you would realize that I fucking love you and you would let me love you, goddammit. That's what I want it to be, but who knows what it is. But we're supposed to say I would give up on it. A wish for it how? By going to a shrine and constantly praying for it over and over? Huh. That isn't what I meant. And then what did you mean? By wishing, are you simply thinking that it would be nice if a certain thing happened? Wishes. It is because you say things like that that everyone calls you feminine. There's nothing wrong with his beautiful, delicate, feminine, flowery self. I love it, okay? I like my little delicate flower boys. I love Akito. I like Sakuya. I don't think he's going to be my favorite. I don't think I'm going to feel meh about him. I think he's going to be nice, solid. He's a nice, solid in the middle. Like, oh, I love it. It's touching. But he's not going to be like one of my tops. It's going to be in the middle of the pack, I feel like. Akito is top of the pack and we haven't even gone down that path. I just love that angry motherfucker so much. I don't know, anyway. I do not pray to the gods or passively think to myself that it would be nice for a thing just to happen. That accomplishes nothing. I would do something about it. Ah, here you go. Even if what I did ultimately changed nothing. And that is why I've trained myself so hard when it comes to my barriers. Yes. Okay, that makes sense. Like, I would give up on it. She's not really saying I would give up. I would give up wishing for it, and I would make it fucking happen. Yes. Okay, I get that, yeah. But see, it's weird because sometimes they say I would keep wishing for it. No, I would keep hoping my dreams happen. But like, so my thought process and like, I would keep wishing for it is not like I'm gonna keep wishing for it and just sit there on the couch curled up in a ball. I wish things would get better. You work toward achieving it. Yeah, there are some things that are outside your realm of control and you can keep wanting them, but you keep trying to achieve your goals, right? You don't just like, I'm gonna cross my fingers and hope I wake up tomorrow a millionaire. You try to work toward achieving financial stability or whatever it is. Maybe you're never gonna be a millionaire and you can keep wishing for it. But you don't just, I'm just going to sit on my couch, not do anything. I'm going to try work harder at a job. I'm going to get a different degree that's going to help me get a better job. Or I'm going to do this. Or I'm going to, you know what I mean? Like you try. You may never get there, but you try. So like, but like saying, but the opposite of saying I'd give up on it, that to me is literally like, I'd give up on it. I'd let it go. Yeah, whatever. Find something new. No, you've got to try to achieve your dreams. So like, exactly when you say, that's what I hate sometimes with the options because I'd keep wishing for it or like I would do something about it. Okay, yeah, I would do something. I would make it happen. Because if you're thinking about it, like I'm thinking about like that his wish is to be with her, right? I I'm just assuming that's the whole point of these. These boys have no hopes, dreams, or desires except for to protect us, love us, and be with us. Like the poor one-dimensional things. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? So you're like, okay, telling him like I'd keep wishing it, I'd keep wanting it to happen. You know, is like you'd think would be the right choice to say like keep dreaming. Well, that sounds negative when you say it that way. You know what I meant though. But to say give up on is like, nah, give up, it ain't never gonna happen, buddy. That's what you say if you had a friend that was in love with you and be like, geez, I have this dream, and you're like, no, give up on it. That's your nice way of being like, it's never gonna happen, I'm never gonna fall in love with you, give up. You know what I mean? But like, so it's just weird sometimes the way they phrase the options. Because, like, this was exactly the kind of thing that you would say. You'd be like, you know what? You know what? I wouldn't wish for it. I would do it. That's the Makoto answer. I would make it fucking happen. But if they gave you that as the option, it would have, like, you'd know what she was going to say, you know? So it's weird sometimes because you're like, no. And then you're like, that's not what I meant. Oh my God. Like, it's so hard. I have this complaint in a lot of games sometimes. But anyway. You haven't given up on my future, have you? Of course not. I will protect you, no matter what. So I wonder, well, obviously when his powers, he saw something in the future, and that prompted them to make that, like, I will never fall in love with anyone. So what, if he falls in love with someone, he's gonna end up dead or something, and she's like, I will protect you, don't you ever fall in love! Weird. I don't know, we'll find out, but... And the future that Sakuya had seen that day was so painful it had brought me to tears many a time. Years have passed since then. That future must be much closer, and it is getting closer each day. That one gear he glimpsed may even be right on the horizon by now. But I will not accept that future as inevitable. I cannot. It seems making what I wished come true is even more difficult than I thought. Snow. It seems the Hyokos were right. The weather is changing. You said rain. That is two vastly different. I'm sorry. Snow and rain are vastly different things. And also different kanji characters and different words. So I'm just saying, I don't know how you could have translated that wrong. And also that was thunder that we heard. Why does he keep saying snow? You know what anyway. You're still afraid of the snow, right? Would you like for me to hold your hand? I think maybe they meant storms. I don't know. Simple snow. This is weird. He said it was going to rain, and now they're talking about snow. And when there was a thunderstorm, remember, and the power went out and they were stuck and someone else passed, she was afraid. It was a storm. It wasn't snow. So this is really it's odd. Okay, whoever they let Tim translate this path, didn't they? Because this is like the weird thing where he's like, Nanami, did you get some rest? And she's like, yeah, I'm fine now. You're not talking to Nanami. The fuck? So they kind of like some fucked. I feel like they fucked up on the translation thing because I don't think it's supposed to be snow. I mean, they could have translated it wrong and like it was supposed to be snow before, but why would she be afraid of snow? Like who? Okay, look, you could be afraid of who the fuck literally sits in their house and starts snowing and you freak out and you're like, ah, snow! I mean, seriously, that's a weird. I mean, I'm sorry if you're afraid of snow, but it seems like a weird thing to be afraid of. Like thunder and lightning, I get people being afraid of. I fucking love it. I fucking love thunder and lightning. Oh my god, I love it so much. But I understand that, like, oh god, thunder and lightning. And it, dude, if you're outside and, oh my god, loud claps of thunder, it scares you. And like some people want to cower and hide, and like some people like me are just like, yes, I love it. I love the thrill. It's weird. But that I understand. I don't understand being afraid of snow. So I just feel like this translation is totally fucking off. Anyway, I I'm not scared of simple snow, but I have no desire to get wet. I'm going inside. Right, right. He's like, right, sure. And now what shall we do? Would you like to go back to your room and have some tea? We have not searched the third floor yet. We should go there. Um. Oh, that was the roof. Okay. So the roof is like the fourth floor. I was like, wait, weren't we just there? Anyway. You don't forget your purpose for anything, do you? Will the thunder not bother you? Also, I've never... I mean, I suppose you could have, like, thunderstorms and shit like that with snow, but, like, that seems a little not common, because thunderstorms usually happen... Like, thunder is, like, cold fronts and warm fronts coming together making the thunder, right? Like, so it doesn't usually happen with snow. I'm sure it can. Anyway. I'm fine so long as I am indoors. Wait! I'm not afraid of thunder in the first place! Sure. He's like, yuck. Oh! This is pretty and new! This is where you just want to, like, lay in the grass and hold hands and stare at the waterfall. Oh! Can we have a romantic moment here, please? We won't. A clear water trickled the forest in streams. Sequoia and I made our way through it cautiously, minding our feet. And this truly is a forest in every sense of the word. It's hard to remember we are on a ship. Yes, several of these trees look really old, too. If they were planted in here, how old must that make this ship? Who knows? It was all built by the world, correct? Who can say how or why the world does any of what it does? Maybe I'll ask when we reach our destination. I'm curious as to how all of this was created. Even if the world does deign to explain it, I doubt we would be able to understand it. That is a possibility. We should look around a little longer. If you see anything out of the ordinary, let me know. All right. He's always like, all right. Sure. Right, correct, yes. Like, we explored the forest for some time, but we found nothing unusual. While it was unfortunate we could not find any clues, it was still a relief to know there was nothing odd going on there. And not only that, patrolling like this makes it harder for the traitor to act in secret. It's all I can do, really. Say, do you mind if I revisit that topic from a moment ago? Which one? The one about the world. I have questions I'd like to ask if I could. Not, of course, about how this ship was created. I wonder if it would tell us how long we must be apart, or if there is any way for the two of us not to be separated in the first place. Goodness, you're not a child anymore. Do you truly plan to go up to the world itself and tell it you want to stay with your childhood friend? Besides, we only really spent our youngest years together. We've been apart since then. Why would being separated be so bad now? What you say is true. Lately, you've brought up an awful lot of odd topics. Are you really that worried about me? Of course. You've had to fight off both that bandit and unwanted advances constantly since the moment we set foot aboard this ship. The only unwanted insect buzzing about me is Itsuki. I'm perfectly capable of handling him and that bandit on my own. It is only Itsuki for now. Once we arrive at our destination, I'm sure we'll meet more people. Any one of them, perhaps even several of them, could be just like Itsuki. I mean, he's not the only one in the world that's like a man whore, is all I'm saying. And that is not going to happen. Even if we do meet more Itsuki clones there, I will just rebuff them as I have him. Even if it is someone with power? or someone who threatens consequences if you do not comply. Oh my, I've made myself even more worried now. What on earth has gotten into you? Sheesh. I care not who it is or why they trust. Oh, I care not who it is or why they try to or what they try to say to me. I can protect myself, thank you very much. There is not one single thing you need to be worried about. I don't know. He sees the future, so you should be worried about what he's seen. In fact, I am more concerned about what might happen to you. There's no guarantee some person with influence will not coerce you with threats. I hope you do not get caught up in anything terrible. Sakuya hated his powers. He never actively attempted to use them. And despite how gentle and accommodating he seemed, he could be stubborn when he chose to be. I could not help but be concerned for him. If we get split apart, I'll not have any way to keep track of what's going on with him, or what's happening around him. I hope that the countries we are assigned to are not too far apart. What? Did I say something odd? No, it's nothing. But his cheeks were pink as he smiled. Wait! That is not an it's nothing look! I did not say that just to make you happy, you know. You're a constant source of anxiety for me because of how frail you are. That is all. I know. I'm sorry. Why is he still smiling? That was meant as an insult. You know, staying this way, childhood friends, may be best after all. If you want to sever all ties and go live your own life, I will not stop you. I would hardly do that. I was just thinking that being assigned to neighboring countries, like you mentioned, sounds rather nice. Tell the world you're worried about your frail childhood friend. I will add that I'm worried for my headstrong crybaby of a friend as well. And who is that friend, You know all too well who I mean. There's only one person in the world that I care for and want to be with. You. That isn't something a normal childhood friend would say to another. Well then, we'll just have to be special childhood friends. Oh! Woo! You're getting up for... Woo! You're just pushing the lines here. When did you get such a glib tongue? And that is when I heard the noise. Sharp and short. It did not seem like a natural sound. Odd. What was that? I wanted to say I've heard it somewhere before. The tree. Oh god! I need to put up a barrier to protect Sequoia! I was like getting ready to end this part, but we can't. My power's not responding. I must concentrate. Look out! Oh, wait. The tree is falling towards me, not him. And that is good. Spacey! Back it up. I'm gonna stop here. Wait. Oh my god, I can't back it up. Wait, can I? Oh, I can't save here. Alright, I guess we're gonna keep going. I liked Sequoia's silvery white hair. I liked how it gleamed in bright sunlight and how it glimmered and melded with pale moonlight. I liked it so much that at some point, the color white itself came to mean Sequoia to me. I'm stopping here. I'm cock blocking you. I'm sorry, but we can't keep going. It's like time to end, and like that was just okay. So anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.